Now we're in debate. Ladies and gentlemen, wishing to debate, Representative Jacques, you're recognized in debate. Ladies and gentlemen, both sides get to debate on any issue coming before the body. Representative Jacques, you had your hand up first.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I feel compelled to debate because there seems to be confusion about what this bill does. Amendment after amendment, and including this one, they keep talking about content-based curriculum. And this bill is not about any specific kind of topic that you can teach. It's just, if you're going to teach it, don't distort it based on identity politics, notions of systemic racism, and all sorts of woke garbage, in essence. And so what we're saying here is we're talking about the Jim Crow era.
Members, might I remind you, we're going to keep everything civil, and just like when one person gives their opinion and their testimony and their questions, we're going to provide the same level of respect to each and every member of this august body. You will have your turn, you'll be called on, and I will demand that you have the same equal respect. Representative Jacques, please continue. Who has a point of order? Leader, please state your point. You're recognized. Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And my point of order is just on decorum. And I know, and I appreciate you, Mr. Speaker, for pointing out that there are passionate debates on either side. But what I've seen happen last week and this week is that we've used the term garbage to describe debates, or perhaps even to describe members. I'm never even sure. If we could please keep the temperature down and refrain from using such words at such a passionate time, I know I would greatly appreciate it, and I think everyone in the chamber would as well.
Point well taken, Leader. Point well taken. Representative Jacques, you have the floor for debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Woke ideology is rubbish. How about that? So here's the thing. This amendment...
Members, we're not going to have this in this chamber. We're not going to have this in this chamber. Please, I will take a list in debate. We will have your time. Please don't interrupt. Representative Jacques. Representative Jacques, you have the microphone, sir, and you can finish your debate. We'll get to the next in just a moment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, as I was mentioning, woke rubbish that is being forced upon our students has to be stopped. And we're not stopping the teaching of the Jim Crow era or about the Tuskegee experiment. What this bill prevents is you distorting that history to fit your ideological narratives that indoctrinates the children instead of educating the children. And so it's time for us to take a step back and realize that here in the state of Florida, it has been mandatory to teach African-American history since the 1990s. And just last session, we made it mandatory for all school districts to certify that they're complying with the law. So all of these topics can be touched upon. They can be discussed. They can be taught. Just don't go around distorting them and indoctrinating the kids while you're doing it, period.
Representative Benjamin.